Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Checkmate. I'm Mark Greenspan, and today we're going to dive into something that every business issuing checks needs to understand: positive pay. It may not be flashy, but it's one of the most effective fraud prevention tools you can use, whether you print checks in-house or rely on a professional check printing company. Now, what is standard positive pay? Let's start with the basics. Standard positive pay is a service banks provide to protect you from fraudulent, altered, or duplicated checks. Here's how it works. Whenever checks are issued, the check printing provider sends the bank an electronic file. That file includes the check number, issue date, and amount for every check. When somebody tries to deposit a check, the bank compares it against that file, and if anything doesn't match, the check gets flagged as an exception. You have to make a decision on whether to approve or reject it. That alone is a huge fraud deterrent, but the real power is the liability shift. Because once you're using positive pay, the bank becomes responsible for stopping fraudulent checks, as long as that check isn't on your issue list. So without positive pay, a fraudulent check is your problem. With positive pay, it's the bank's problem, and that's a big deal. Now, what is Payee Positive Pay? It's the same thing as standard positive pay, except there's extra security requirements, and it's a little more stricter formatting templates. Now, let's talk about Payee Positive Pay. It's much more advanced. This system doesn't just verify the check number, amount, and date. It also verifies that the payee name printed on the check matches exactly what was sent to the bank. This extra layer of security is extremely effective, but it comes with much stricter requirements regarding how the payee name appears in the check. So here's what many banks require for Payee Positive Pay to work. Certain size fonts and sizes for Liability, no asterisks, either all capitals or all lowercase, no extra spaces or trailing characters, standardized formatting. Now, because banks use OCR scanners to read the payee name off the physical check image, any formatting variance, even spacing or punctuation, can cause the bank to treat the check as a mismatch. So while Payee Positive Pay offers stronger protection, it also requires consistent data entry, cleaner vendor profiles, and the check printing system that follows bank-approved formatting rules. It's powerful, but it demands a little more precision than standard positive pay. Now, here's another nifty trick. You can cancel checks through positive pay instead of paying fees. That's something businesses do not realize. You can often cancel a check just by removing it from your positive pay file. If the check ever gets presented to the bank, it shows up as an exception, and you just reject it at no cost. This can replace the $35 to $40 stop payment fee for each canceled check. So instead of calling the bank, filling the form, paying a fee, you just pull the check out of your positive pay list. Now, for companies issuing dozens or hundreds of checks a month, this adds up to real savings. What does positive pay cost? The costs vary by bank, but typically you'll see a monthly fee about $25 to $100. Sometimes there's a small per check fee of about 2, 3, 4 cents. And the Payee Positive Pay may add another $10 to $30 per month on top of that package. Now, compare that to a single fraud incident, which could easily reach into the thousands. Positive pay is one of the best investments you can make. So that's positive pay and Payee Positive Pay and how it applies to businesses issuing checks. It protects you from fraud. It shifts liability to the bank. It saves money on check cancellations. And with Payee Positive Pay, you get even more protection as long as you follow the formatting rules. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you in the next episode.